Welcome to the Freedom Fast. You know, fasting can be compared to climbing a mountain. The highest mountain in the world is Mount Everest. It stands at an imposing 29,032 feet. In 1993, I was flying on an airplane from Kathmandu, Nepal to Lhasa, Tibet. We were flying at about 30,000 feet, and the pilot came on the intercom, and he let us know that we were coming up to Mount Everest. And then he informed us that we were going to actually have to turn and fly around Mount Everest. That was a fascinating experience. Visibility was good that day, and I was able to take a few pictures. Now, the first confirmed ascent to Mount Everest was by Edmund Hillary of New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay of Nepal. That took place back on May 29th in 1953. Now, it actually takes about 2 months to climb Mount Everest, and over 300 people have died in the attempt. It's actually not considered a technically difficult climb, but the challenges of altitude sickness, cold temperatures, and extreme winds make it a very, very difficult climb. Average temperatures range from 5 to 30 degrees below zero. Wind speeds average over 100 miles an hour. That's a Category 2 hurricane. Yet about 5,000 people have successfully reached the summit of Mount Everest. You know, fasting is similar. Not too many people attempt it, not too many people actually do it, but it is doable. It can be done. If you will persevere, you are going to make it. Now, I want to share a few principles about fasting and compare it to climbing a mountain. Number one, you can overcome. We all face challenges in life, but God has created us to overcome. God has created us to be victorious. Edmund Hillary said this: it's not the mountain that we conquer, but ourselves. There's something about fasting that reveals our weaknesses, but also reveals that we can overcome. When you mirror that to the challenges of life, we all face challenges and we face weaknesses, but God will give us the strength to overcome. Listen to 1 John chapter 5 and verses 4 and 5. For everyone born of God overcomes the world. This is the victory that has overcome the world, even our faith. Who is it that overcomes the world? Only he who believes that Jesus is the Son of God. As believers, God has created us to overcome. There's another powerful scripture, and this is found in Romans chapter 8 and verse 35. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall trouble or hardship or persecution or famine or nakedness or danger or sword? Verse 37. No, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. You are an overcomer, and you are more than a conqueror. You're going to climb this mountain. You're going to succeed. You're going to overcome. Number two, you need others. You know, when you're going to climb a mountain like Mount Everest, you need some help. In fact, it's so dangerous that the Nepalese government has banned any solo attempts. You have to go in a group. And when it comes to your dreams, when it comes to you succeeding in life, you're going to need others to fulfill your dreams. And it releases spiritual power. Listen to Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verses 9 to 12. Two are better than one because they have a good return for their work. If one falls down, his friend can help him up. But pity the man who falls and has no one to help him up. Also, if two lie down together, they will keep warm, but how can one keep warm alone? Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. There's something about doing a difficult task together, encouraging one another, helping one another. When it comes to fasting, we can encourage each other, but this mirrors a principle in life that we need each other to climb mountains. Not only do we need each other, but agreeing with one another and praying about something releases spiritual power. Listen to Matthew chapter 18 and verses 18 to 20. I tell you the truth, whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. Again, I tell you that if two of you on earth agree about anything you ask for, it will be done for you by my Father in heaven. For where two or three come together in my name, there am I with them. When we agree together in prayer, we release spiritual power and great things can be accomplished. We need each other. Number 3, you have a better view. Can you imagine the feeling of accomplishment that you would have if you actually climbed Mount Everest? Can you imagine what it would feel like knowing that you were one out of only 5,000 people in the history of the world to make it to the top of Mount Everest? You know, fasting is like climbing a mountain. When you get to the top of a mountain, you can see things so much clearer. You have a better perspective. And when it comes to fasting and praying, you begin to see things clear. You begin to see the promises that God has for you. Listen to Numbers chapter 27 and verse 12. The Lord said to Moses, "Go up this mountain and see the land I have given." Sometimes it takes climbing a mountain in order to see the possibilities, in order to see the land, in order to see the promises, in order to see the dreams that God has for you. Climb a mountain so that you can see things better. Listen to Genesis 13 and verses 14 and 15. The Lord said to Abram, after Lot had parted from him, "Lift up your eyes from where you are and look north and south, east and west. All the land that you see, I will give to you and your offspring forever." There's something about fasting that helps us see things better. If we will climb a mountain, lift up our eyes, and see the land that God has given us, climbing a mountain really does expand our horizons. And so fasting can be compared to climbing a mountain. Again, it's not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves. You can overcome. You need others. You will have a better you. God bless you as you continue in your freedom fast.